you guys, Dave from the Wee Hours here, back with some more of RimWorld, back with some more of our little Sanguophage blood vampire cult here, where we're taking a bit of time to recover after the latest bug attack here. We've got a smashed up bedroom, but everything went broadly pretty fine with that, he says optimistically. Mila, a little banged up here, but that's fine. Mila's going to go into death rest very, very shortly when she gets out of the hospital here. She'll be totally fine. It's all going to be fine, and our plans continue on Project Move Everyone Inside, so we never ever get attacked ever again, and everything is going to be fine. It's still a little wordy. We're still going to workshop that one a little bit. One thing that came up in comments that was, well, frankly, I'm not even sure why the comment came in, because you guys know better. Okay, you're not new to this channel. You know better than this. And some people said, hey, Dave, why are you so obsessed about finding the Mechanator? You've already done that. Kaylina is your Mechanator. You have bots around right now. In fact, there's even an alert over here that a mechanoid repair is needed. I will remind you, I'm doing 4 different RimWorld runs. 3 on the channel, 1 in my own time. I have no idea what's going on in any of them. I just sort of jump in and go, what were we doing the last time we were here? I largely rely on you guys for that. What was I doing the last time I was here? I know we've got the grav anchor done, so we're ready to leave. We're going to take the spaceship out on a bit of a trip. A couple of things I've noticed, though. Some people are taking these beds. We're a little shy on beds right now because Poppy and Engie are taking up a couple of bedrooms, and one of them was destroyed by bugs. We're going to fix that one. So I need to get these people out of these beds. Also, I need to kind of set things up here to do other things later. So we're going to leave, and we've got the chem fuel to do that, but we don't necessarily have the chem fuel to come back. And I'd rather not take time, wherever it is we go, I don't really know where that's going to be, making chem fuel. So I'm going to set up one of these shelves, because right now they do nothing at all. One of these shelves is just going to be only chem fuel. Okay, and let's make that super, super important. And then we're going to make some chem fuel, so we actually have fuel to come back. So think of a car ride. You're going on a long car ride. You're going out in the middle of the desert. You don't know if there's going to be a gas station there. You might take some gas with you so you have enough to come back. So let's get, where is my chem fuel generator around here? I'm never sure where I put anything. Let's start making a bunch of chem fuel. So, I don't know, make like 10 chem fuel, and that will hopefully be enough for the ride home. Do I have any wood to do any of that? Yes and no. Let's go chop some more trees down. We're also in the middle of a toxic fog, but that's going to be fine. That being said, I don't think anyone's actually going to go out and do this, except for possibly the Agrahand, because you have a Mechanator, Dave. You have a Mechanator in this run. You've got one in this one. You've got one in the one of the Mechanator, surprisingly enough. Here's where you don't have one. You don't have one on the live stream, and you don't have one with your private play that you do when you're not playing RimWorld. You know, when you're playing RimWorld. Let's get things moving a little bit here. I just want to get Mila out of the hospital and into death rest, because Mila's definitely going to come with us. She's got all sorts of cool vampire abilities, so we're definitely taking her with us wherever it is we go. While we're doing that, where is it we think we're going to go? I mean, where would be a move here? What could we do? What do we got over here? We've got a steel mining worksite. Wouldn't kill us to have a little more steel. Another steel mining worksite. Down here, we've got a hunting worksite. That's got heavy fur and a... Wow, that's a lot of pemmican. That is 725 units of pemmican. I could not possibly eat that much pemmican in my life. How about over here? What is this? Coos Basin. Silver ore, you say? Silver ore. Just go get some money. Just some flat-out money. Who's wicked good at mining? I'm going to have to take a good miner. Josephine is actually surprisingly good at that. One of our newer members, Josephine, might come on that little trip and just bang out some mining. Mila, do you do any mining? Because you're definitely coming. So, yeah, you're actually not bad at it. Mining of 7. Who else would be maybe like a third member of that? Maybe Kaylina? Kaylina's got to stick around and deal with the bots, though. Engie can't really come. Maybe Whitehead, but no, largely it's going to be Josephine dealing with the mining on that. That might be a good move. Just go get some money. I'm a little shy on silver, if I'm honest about things. And I am. Well, let's get things moving a little bit faster here. No problems with food. We got food for months at this point. And there's my battle toad. Oh, we've got to fix you. Yeah, we've got to fix you. So many comments came in on what to name the toad. My battle toad, my Colossus toad #1. And Many of them were very good, and many of them were, it's okay. But as always, this is not a democracy. This is a Dave-mocracy. So somebody came in and said, name it Rash, and that made me think of the old Beano comics that I used to read when I lived in London, and that made me think of Rasher. So even though Rasher in the Beano comics is, in fact, I'm not really sure if it's supposed to be a pig or a wild boar. I mean, the kid was just running around with a wild animal that had a mind of its own. It's not... I think it was a wild boar. Because it was like hairy. That was more wild boar, really. So even though Rasher is not a wild boar, it is in fact a colossus toad, I'm naming it Rasher. Okay, so it's going to be trained to kill. So Rasher the battle toad here. I don't care about colossus toad. It's a battle toad. That's what we're doing. Yak 5 is pregnant. Yay! We did move all the yaks sort of inside-ish because, toxic fog and whatnot. And we've moved everyone into the runaway zone. Okay, good. Good. That's a perfectly appropriate place for you to be. It won't keep everyone out of the whole, toxic fog, but it'll help. And also, if they're going to be moving chem fuel, I should make the runaway zone in the spaceship as well. So they're going to go in and out of the toxic fog to do this. That's fine. I'm actually not that threatened by toxic fog. So long as they don't spend too long in it, they'll be fine. So, the runaway zone already has that. Never mind. Everyone's fine. Everyone just stop panicking. Voltron has inspired surgery. Okay. Anything really I can do with that? I mean, I don't think we really need anything right now. There's no body parts to slap into anyone. Which mech actually needs repair? The Holly bot. Okay. Kaylina, who is in fact our mechanator. Do you want to deal with that? Do you want to repair your bot there? Disassemble it. Oh, it's outside runaway. Oh, the mechs aren't in runaway. That's probably something I should deal with. Yeah, keep the mechs in... Actually, they don't really need to be in the runaway zone. They're not going to get affected by toxic fog. I'm only worried about them going out and encountering something dangerous that bites them. But that's going to happen whether there's toxic fog or not, frankly. And if I draft people, they can go wherever they want. So we're not really worried about not being able to get out there. Yeah, everything is dying. Oh, and there's a cold snap. Oh, super. That's exactly what we needed right now. A cold snap. Lisa Laser. Do you want to start working on maybe some parkas? Yeah, we could probably get off berets and get into parkas. Because, freezing cold. How about we try and have, 5 at any given point, and then people will just use them as they need to. And when we don't have them, you'll make more. Kirk's up. Not for long, usually. He usually falls down very quickly. And Mila's up somewhere. Mila, do you want to go... Oh, you're converting lamp. Okay, yeah, lamp's kind of a slow roll. When you're done with that, you're going to go into death rest, because I want you back up and running as soon as you can. So do your little conversion there. Okay, cool. Slam it into pause mode. Go do death rest. Okay, have fun with that, kid. I do actually have some hemogen, because we've been blood farming Oshviat, Lamp, and... Sorry, Scathe. And then, ironically, feeding Scathe her own blood. Because, what with her being a vampire and all. We've done the coronet. Cool. Who actually wanted that? That was Mila, right? Yeah, Mila's the Baron now. Okay, Mila, when you get out of your coffin, you're going to get a brand new hat. It's going to be very exciting. You're going to love it. It's right there. Is it a good one? It's a normal one. Whoa, Voltron. Voltron grabbing the coronet there. No, drop that, kid. Yeah, just drop that. Thank you. Yeah, I'm going to leave it right there. That way I know where it is. And when Mila gets up, I can give it to her. No, Voltron. You are in no way royal, I assure you. Okay, there's a fire. We're dealing with the fire. Okay, and yet more food coming in, too. I could take some time to work on my backup freezer idea. That's a thing that could happen right now. Do I have any, obvious place I could put that? Maybe over where the barn used to be, but I was going to deconstruct all of this, too. Maybe I'll just wait on that. And then I could put it over here. That's not the worst place in the world. I also see there's some steel over here, too. We won't be able to do it now, but somebody mine that, and then mine that vein when you finally get in there. Okay, we've got good amount of kibble coming in for the animals. That's good. Excellent. And we got rid of the zone over here. Yeah, so there's some food here, but they're moving it all over there. And then what I could do is just deconstruct all the animal sleeping spots over there and reconstruct them over here. So how about we did just a bunch of animal sleeping spots right in here like this for all my yaks, all my cows, all the guys are going to live over here. And then all of these, deconstruct those. Okay, get rid of all of that. Yeah, all you guys just go over here when you want to have a nap. And then hopefully you'll just kind of hover over there too. That'd be good. Just don't bother with any of this. We're going to get rid of all of this nonsense. In fact, we got rid of the pen marker. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah. Engie's on it. Yeah, I was going to say, we're supposed to be leading all the animals over there. How bad is the cow right now? Poppy's got another animal. Hypothermia, but no actual toxic waste. That's cool. The kibble is done. Maybe make some more of that. Although, I've got quite a bit of hay. Quite a bit of hay there. Just bang out a little bit more kibble. Do like, I don't know, like 3 kibbles over there. Have we done any chem fuel yet? No, because we probably don't have any wood. That's outside the allowed area, except for the agra-hands, so we're not going to really be getting a ton of wood in here. Really got, yeah, there's some over here, but they're not going to go get it. The hauling bot will. The hauling bot will go over and get that at some point. Mila, how long on the death rest thing? How are we going to do on that? Death resting 13%. Wow. And you're still wicked into the cube, aren't you? Oh, boy, that cube. That cube's going to destroy this entire colony. Well, I'd like to do wood floor there, but we don't have any wood. You just went through that, Dave. You just talked about that. I mean, I know you forget things between recordings because sometimes you record these like a week apart. It's no real surprise that you can't remember things. I'd be shocked if anyone could. I've been actually thinking about having to take notes on each single run and going, what am I doing and what am I going to do? Because that's really what happens when I start recording these. What am I doing? And what am I going to do? Yeah, Whitehead's over here in this. Whitehead, we did actually rebuild your bedroom. So if you want to go have that bed, you can go ahead and do that. And then I need like one more bed for Josephine. Yeah, when Poppy and Engie leave, that'll free up obviously a couple of bedrooms. When are you guys out of here? 3.8 days. Okay, that's not too bad. We can cope with that. So we'll get Josephine out of there. She's just got to go through a little bit of toxic fog to get in and out of her bedroom. I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't? What else could I be doing over here? We're going to get some chem fuel stored. I've got 4 beds for people. We'll need to put some food over here. Probably, how am I doing on packaged survival meals? I have 83 of them. That's fine. That's fine. Somebody in comments said, and I thought it was actually a really, really good idea, just make a small freezer area. Nothing crazy, just a tiny little freezer in here where you could store, well, food, for one. Also, I'm thinking corpses, because, you know, we eat people. We definitely eat people. So if we happen to encounter people and they die, we could take them home with us, you see. So I think we might do that. Let's, here's how this is going to go down. Again, they're not really going to do much with this right now. They've got other things going on. But what if we did a cooler in here and then walled that off with, say, here to here? It's not perfect with my little shelf, but it'll do. I can get over that. And then just put a regular old door in here. It doesn't even need to be, like, crazy cold. It doesn't even need to be a freezer. It can just be more of a refrigerator more than anything. We're not going to be gone that long, hopefully. Hopefully, anyway. Slate? Really? That was your suggestion? I do have a lot of slate. Hey, you know what? You're not wrong on that game. You're not wrong. I do actually have a lot of slate. Good job. So now it's wood. So, no, do the slate. We've got slate. Let's do that. Just do a couple of small shelves in here. So like one there and one there. That can hold some of our food. And anything else we'll just dump on the floor. Okay, Whitehead's coming in, doing the thing there. We've got the generator, so we have power as we're going. The daylilies have died. My God, will this nightmare never end. Okay, how many things are happening here? Scathe, we can't take you to death rest, right? We've already established that. You can't be, like, hauled. No, administer hemogen. And don't romance her. Hang on, there's a mad wild boar. Is that really an us problem? Because it's just going to go through the trap corridor. One of my trap corridors. Ooh, also, how's the monolith these days? Yeah, I should probably send someone to talk that thing down. Someone's going to have to go out and do that. Wait, are you going to go for a bot? I bet you're going to go for a bot. This is exactly what I feared. It's what I fear daily. I do. I just go through my day paralyzed with fear that a wild boar is going to hunt one of my bots. And then I don't got no bot no more, and I got to make another one. Even though, yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Come back in here. What do you mean out of command range? Come over here. Okay, team, we got to go shoot a boar. Josephine, have I armed you? Oh, yeah, I've wicked armed you. Holy moly. You are very, very well armed. Yeah, that's going to go right for the boar. Lifter, can you get over here now? Can you go over here? No, not quite. Kaylina, could you come over here, please, and deal with your bot? Okay, just deal with your bot, if you could. So everybody, yeah, that bot's dead. Okay, the bot's going to go down. All right, well, we'll shoot the boar. We'll repair the bot. Everything will be fine. Yeah, everyone kind of move over the fence there. Just hop the fence. Thank you. Hop the fence. The lifter's going to go down very, very soon. All right, Whitehead, heavily armed. Sissy coming in, shooting this thing. I think you shot the bot more than you shot anything else. So, all right, we're done. We're done. Everybody go off duty. Kaylina, where are you? Could you just quickly repair that, please? No, don't disconnect it. Repair it. Oh, you're drafted. Hang on. Kaylina, can you... no. You know what? We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I don't want to mess with zones right now. Well, with the toxic fog and all. Is anyone having a bad day with that? Death refusal, sure. Cube interest, sure. A little bit of toxic buildup. Just a little bit. Nothing to write home about. Wait, why did we do that? Okay, clear everything. Clear that. And clear that. And then let's just drop the temp down in here. Again, it doesn't have to be a lot. Get it down to, say... It probably won't stay at 30. I don't, again, necessarily need this to be a freezer, per se. But if it is frozen, that's cool. It can't be that hard. It's a very, very tiny room. It's a closet, more than anything. It is basically a refrigerator. So, yeah, get that out of here if you could. No, okay, tweak. Just haul that. Thank you. No accessible spot. Are you sure? Oh, that was Scimitar Kitty. That's bits of Scimitar Kitty. What do you mean, no accessible spot? There's a huge accessible spot right here. Wait, are you somehow not geared for the new animals? Is that possible? Can we look at raw food, please? No, raw food, meat, show me. Yeah, we're not set up for the new animals. Actually, why are we... Yeah, alligators... Yeah, you can have all of this, so all meat and fish, please. That's why. Yeah, with the Odyssey update, that one was not checked off. So, oh, Kaylina's already on it. Never mind. Kaylina's already... Where were we putting it prior to that, then? I must have had it on a shelf or something. Who knows what I do? Well, you guys do. You keep far better track of these things than I do. I just sort of bumble along and go, what was I doing? And then eventually somebody tells me. Tweak's cube withdrawal is worsened. Yay! Cube coma on its way. On its way. Oh, neat. Well, gonna have to kill some people and then resurrect them somehow. So let's see. Mila, Tweak. Was Kaylina? I think Kaylina was into the cube, weren't you? Yeah, you're into the cube. I could have 3, 4, 5 people in a coma. And I'm going to have to kill all of them. I'm going to have to kill them all. Right. Apparently, we could have theoretically researched the cube, and that would have told us how to not have cube interest. But I just got to feel there's going to be a whole lot of people who are wicked into the cube on that path. So I'm pretty comfortable with just jettisoning the cube and then dealing with it later. That's how I deal with most of my life. Somebody's going to need to go talk this thing down. Whitehead, you like doing that sort of thing, don't you? I know it's outside your allowed area. I was just making sure you could do it. So slam that into pause mode. Whitehead, you can temporarily go anywhere you want. And then go suppress this thing, please. Go talk that thing down. And then we'll put you back in the let's not have toxic waste in our lungs zone. Also a little wordy rather. Not worthy, wordy. Not worthy at all. Let's go... Did I set this for Rasher? Yep, I've set that for Rasher. Everything's going great. Except for the cold snap and the toxic buildup. I'd really like to leave, if we're honest. I'd love to leave. We're making some chem fuel down here. This is also critical. Just have this be preferred. I want you to actually go put that in the ship. So we've got, a can of gas to come home with is what I'm looking for there. You should probably not be out here. Why are you out here? Sissy's moving stuff around here. Rasher, are you okay? You, a little bit of toxic buildup. A little bit. Where are you supposed to be? You are supposed to be in the runaway zone. All right, well, you are in the runaway zone, so, Good job listening to my orders. Well done. I appreciate the fact that you're doing that. And then more chem fuel being loaded over. Maybe I should take the Battletoad. Should I take the Battletoad? Maybe I should take the Megasloth. That'd be really handy. I should take Fluffy. Fluffy would be really good on any sort of raiding party that we're going on. Because, you know, giant Megasloth. Who are you attached to? Yeah, Whitehead. Cool. Rasher, you're attached to Poppy. That's unfortunate, because Poppy's out of here pretty soon. Don't get too attached to Poppy. Ain't gonna work out. Hydroponics is going great. Mila, how's the death rest going here? 47%. That could wake you up early, but there's no reason to. That just seems largely unnecessary. And still so much food. So much food. I sound like I'm complaining about that. It's just we've got a lot of food. I've got nothing else to do until Mila gets up. Let's work on my whole backup freezer thing. That should be near the kitchen, though. Because otherwise they're going to go way over to one side and then way over to the other to get some stuff. Could put it right here. This would work. It's a little backup freezer area. You know what? That's going to work just fine. Somebody do some things for me. Carve out all of that and then call me when you're done. This will still meet my plan of just walling off this area completely. And then we won't even bother. We'll have 1 point, well, technically 2 points of entry up here and then nowhere else. Because everything else is a mountain. Ain't nobody getting into this. How are you still alive? Come here. How are you still alive? Serious toxic buildup and there's nothing for you to eat. Because, you know, toxic buildup and also cold snap. Unfortunately, you're going to be not yummy when you're dead. And we won't really want to go and get you because you're going to be all toxic and whatnot. There we go. That's what I'm looking for there. Enough fuel to get home. So what's that? It's like 245 right in there. Are these full? These are full. So I'd ideally love to have 500 chem fuel in reserve. Don't need it. Wherever we go, I can probably set up a new chem fuel thing, but I'd really like to have that. I don't want to waste time just making chem fuel. Again, you're saying this, Dave, like you're going to leave in seconds. You're not. You're going to wait till Poppy and Angie are gone. Then you're going to give Josephine a bed. You're also going to wait till Mila is out of death rest so she can get her new hat, which currently is forbidden, but it won't be when she gets up. We're going to say, hey, you can have that hat. That's a pretty good hat. It's very spiky. You'll love it. I do see a lot of parkas here and people not wearing them. So all the people who are complaining to me about warm clothes, which in fact might be the two children because I never actually made any kid parkas. That could be a thing that you do. So make a couple of kids, make like 3. You know, kids go through clothes very, very quickly, I'm led to believe. So let's just make sure we get those done. Volstron is still doing stone blocks. How are we doing on that? Quite a few. I'd like to see more, though. I would like to see more of those. And Lamp, how's the blood draining going? Yep, blood loss minor. That was us. That was definitely us there. Yeah, it's just going to keep blood farming you. There's nothing else we can do. We can convert you, just as, you know, a way to build up our social skills. But apart from that, we are just hemogen farming you. And Oshviat, you've been here a very, very long time. Maintain only. Yeah, I don't really want you. I just want your blood. That's it. If a better prisoner comes in, I'm going to have to release one of these guys, though. Unless I just do another bed. Could just do another bed in here. It's going to be a very, very tiny, cramped prison. But what if we move this over here, and then I can do another bed in the corner? Because these guys I'm just blood farming, but there might be a prisoner who comes along that I actually want. We'll have to see. Ah, there we go. 300, 315. That's looking a lot better, thank you. I don't know where we're pulling this wood from. I guess maybe the hauling bots are bringing it in. They must be. Speaking of which, can we repair the thing? Okay, you seem like you're all fine. Yep, you seem like you're all fine. What could I use? Another lifter would not be bad, and another agrihand would not be bad. I don't think I need the Militors. I don't think I need the defensive bots. We do fine. Wait, what's the problem? Oh, cube withdrawal. Yep. Cube withdrawal. So Kaylina's about to go down. Problem with that, all the mechs are going to go haywire. They're just going to go rogue. Oh, the cube. The cube is going to be the death of this colony. Because you're going to go into... and Kaylina's on an insulting spree because she can't get the cube. I think she's insulting a cow. The cow doesn't care, Kaylina. Believe me, I've tried. I've spent more time than I care to admit insulting cows. It was a hobby for a while. It didn't really work out. They don't care. They just stare at you. Occasionally they moo. But they really don't care about your insulting. They're pretty much immune to that. They have very high self-esteem. You can say anything you want to a cow, and they're like, yeah, whatever. I produce milk. Also, steaks. So whatever you're saying to me, I just don't care. I'm the better animal here. Great, we're gonna have cubecomas. Cubecomas. Mila, being a vampire, does that shake off your cube thing at all? I bet it doesn't. I'm sure it doesn't. Oh, this is not gonna be good. 32% cube interest. A part of me almost wants the cube back. Because I'm gonna have a bunch of people just like Scathe, sitting in the hospital useless. I know you need death rest, Scathe. I can't move you to a coffin. I can't tell you to do that, can I? No. I'm stuck with you, Scathe. You're watching TV right now. Awesome, great. Really good contribution there. Thank you. Kaylina is no longer insulting cows. Good. Good. Excellent. I appreciate that. The cows don't care, Kaylina. I care about Cube. There's nothing I can do with Scathe. I'm gonna probably have up to 50% of this colony inactive soon. Sissy's growing up, though. Sissy, are you into the cube? I don't actually know. Choose a skill for Sissy. Okay, sure. Well, you really like shooting things. Let's make you actually really like shooting things. There you go. And a trait. Gourmand. You're going to pig out on food, but you'll get a +4 in cooking immediately. Night Owl is meh. I don't really care about Night Owl. It's fine. It's a sort of a neutral trait. You just put them on a different schedule. They're basically fine. Psychically sensitive, I'm not taking. Really good for anomaly stuff. That is actually, that's really good for anomaly stuff. I never take this because it means the psychic waves that come through just wreck them. Gourmand would be good for cooking, but I've got food. Food is 100% under control right now. I have so much food, I could almost think about selling some of it. I'm going to weirdly go with psychically sensitive. I mean, if I'm going to have this kid, I may as well have her delving into the dark arts and summoning monstrosities. Go ahead and do that, kid. Be wicked keen on shooting things and also the dark arts. This colony is about to collapse, so, why not? Why not go for broke here? No, really, this colony is about to collapse. I know you're looking at this going, Dave, you're a genius. And I appreciate that. Whitehead, where are you going and why are you going there? You're digging at compacted steel. Oh, because you're in the wrong place. Yeah, you need to go back in the runaway zone. Yep, go back in the runaway zone, please. You're moving kind of slow. Do you have toxic buildup? Minor and hypothermia. Okay, all the heaters should be on. I should probably put a heater in the ship. Yeah, it's 24 degrees in here. And Josephina sleeps in here. Yeah, probably a heater in the ship would not be the worst idea in the world. So put a heater like down in the corner here. Doesn't really. It's a small ship. We should be able to amply heat that with just that thing. I was gonna say Kirk's moving slow, but that's Tuesday in Kirk's world. So no real worries there. I'm not really gonna check in on you. I know why you're moving slowly. You're very, very, very slow. Oh my God, Kirk, it's taking forever. It's taking forever. Good thing we've got plenty of food. And we're not relying on Kirk to do the cooking around here. Kirk, why are you cooking? Wait, are you good at that? I mean, you have a broad competency at it. Why are you doing that? Look, Lisa is just sweeping circles around you quite literally. Lisa Laser has run out of things to do. Do you maybe want to work on the kid parka? Did I put you on #1 cleaning for some reason? Oh, I have so many colonists. No, crafting. Why are you cleaning? That's weird. Did somebody else start this? Yes, Sissy started this. Mech cluster with a psychic suppressor. Oh, good. Okay, hang on a sec. A mech cluster and I just made a kid psychically sensitive. Like alarmingly psychically sensitive. Boy, fun. Mech cluster, not just a mech cluster. Psychic suppressor, not just a psychic suppressor. A mech cluster with a psychic suppressor. I'm reluctant to even click this, but what do you got for me here? A mech cluster has landed not far away. There's a psychic suppressor. Tuned to the female gender. Yeah, that would be Sissy. Yeah, my new hypersensitive kid here. Yeah, cool. And it's going to remain there until we destroy it. Where is it? Well, this could be our first trip right here. Jeez, we could walk there. Easily walk there. I mean, it's no farther than the Royals were, and that's like, I think it was barely a day to get over there. Cool. Neat. So, nothing really I can do about that at this exact second. However, because I'm really going to want Mila on that. Mechs don't do well against close combat. They shrivel up and die when you get all up in their business. So, Mila, how's that death rest thing working out for you there, kid? You having a good time with that? 78%. Okay. That will be done fairly soon. Probably about the same time Kaylina goes into a cube coma. Wait, what are you eating? You eating insect jelly? I think you're eating insect jelly. Yeah, it's insect jelly. Okay, that's fine. You're allowed to eat that. That's cool. That makes you happy. Wow. I've put a few thousand hours into RimWorld. I can tell you right now, this colony will collapse. I can see the writing on the wall. The writing on the wall is right here. Right here. Okay? And most of it has to do with cube. Most of the writing begins with the word cube. Okay. Remind me again who Fluffy's master is, please, because we'll probably want to take the Megasloth on that. Whitehead. Okay, so we're going to want to bring Whitehead on that trip. I could walk there, or I could fly there. If I fly there, it's kind of burning fuel for something, for a little very minor trip. If I walk there, well, then we're just going to walk there. I thought there might be something more to that after I said it, but no, it was pretty much, that was the end of the sentence. We could just walk there. In fact, we should probably just walk there. You know what? It'll get us out of the toxic buildup. That'd be 3 people who won't have toxic buildup. I said 3. I don't know how many I'm taking. Probably taking a bunch. I should take Kaylina and leave her there. Kaylina, if I send you on a trip, why do the bots not go haywire then? Because they've got to be, probably because you're still technically alive. When she goes into cube coma, the bots are going to go nuts. I can extract the mech link, right? Can I do that in some way? Remove tongue? Sure. I could inspect you surgically? Sure. Can't actually remove that. You might have to be dead for that to happen. Most things that are in a skull, you generally have to be dead to remove them. Who needs warm clothes? What is the problem here? Oh, Mila's unconscious. Okay, Whitehead. Whitehead's not going to take the burqa off, because Whitehead loves the burqa. Whitehead's all about the burqa. Like, give me that burqa. I love a good burqa. The Megasloth is just eating our crops. That's fine. I have no problem with that. But Whitehead's training the Megasloth, which is good. Train to attack. Yes, please. We're going to be wanting some of that. How are we doing with Rasher, who is not a wild boar and does not hang around with Dennis the Menace? How are we doing with you? Come here. Are we training you to kill? Yeah, wow, we actually rocked that out. Definitely follow your master when drafted. Yep. Unfortunately, your master is Poppy. So that's not going to work out well. I don't think I can take Poppy on this, nor would I particularly want to. One reason, you're leaving very, very soon. Probably before Mila gets out of death rest. Also, I can't get you killed. You're a quest target. And Josephine is drawing on the floor. Josephine, how old are you? 8? Okay. What is it I have you doing around here? Probably cleaning everything. No, you're mining. Sorry, yes, you're the mining person. Yep, you're wicked into the mining. I would love to actually go to that silver site. How far away was that? Is that down here? No, that's the... Wait, a junkyard. A junkyard. That's interesting. A lake with an island. That's even more interesting. That sounds very, very fun. A part of me, the genius part of me, hashtag geniusosity, just immediately said to myself, cut your losses with the cube. Just blow out of here. Okay? Anyone who's obsessed with the cube stays behind. Anyone who's not obsessed with the cube goes and lives on a lake with an island. And takes Scathe, because Scathe is not cube obsessed. And when we finally fix Scathe, she can be the new vampire overlord. All of that just went through my head. In lightning time. Lightning time. It took me way longer to say it than it did to think it. Such is the nature of being a genius. Hashtag geniusosity. Why are we... Oh, did this just break down? Okay, Lisa seems to have it covered. Lisa Laser loves those sort of things. Are we done with doing the chem fuel here? We're probably out of wood. I bet you we don't have any wood. Oh, no, we did do it. Make a few more then. I want to make sure we have enough for that. Mila, can I get a death rest check on you, please? You should be kind of beginning to wrap up here. 99%. Boom. There we go. Okay, just let that 1% tick away. Throw your hat on. And then we're going to see what we can do with this mech threat with the psychic suppression and the whatnot. Okay, there you go. You're going to have a snack. That's cool. And then when you've had the snack, you're going to go ahead and put a hat on. I know. Right? It's not... You think it's an exciting day, and then you're like, basically, it's a hat. What are you doing? You're taking a simple meal. Could you put this hat on first, please? Because you really want this hat. So go wear that silver coronet. It's a pretty good one. That's a normal one. Not bad. A lot worse silver coronets in the world, kid. There you go. Are you happy about that? Because you really wanted that. You slept in the cold. You haven't killed anyone. You want human meat. Okay, I'm going to try and put many of those things together for you. And you love your human leather shirt. Again, that's kind of part and parcel with the no human meat thing. 93% on Kaylina. She's going to go down. And then I've got a cube coma on my hands. Mila, how are you on that? I'd really prefer you didn't go down. However, I have a backup vampire overlord who is admittedly paralyzed, but that can be fixed. Cube comas are a lot harder to fix. I think we need to put a team together to deal with this. Mila, how many permissions do you have left? Because I've used a couple of them. If I wanted to call for aid, I've got a trooper squad. They're not great, but they're a great speed bump for mechs. They will just sit there and get shot at while we shoot at things. Yeah, we're doing a team here. Okay, let's put this together. We got to make this happen. So we're going to form a caravan, and we're going over here. Okay, accept that. Definitely Mila, because I need the permissions. And Lisa Laser, good choice there. Josephina. Actually, no, don't take the kid. You want the kid from mining. You want the other kid is what you want. Voltstron, not as such. No, Steel Knife ain't going to work there. Take Whitehead. Yep, definitely. Who else is well-armed? Jonesy's well-armed. Hellcat rifle there. Take Sissy, because she loves shooting now. She's wicked into that. 4 plus a trooper squad. Is that enough? Might not be. Take Jonesy as well. I want a lot of guns on this. And take a yak. Because we could take some of those things back and disassemble them. All right, so items. Don't really need anything. Travel supplies. What do you think I need? A bunch of hay, some blood, packaged survival meals. Okay, cool. Put a few more packaged survival meals in there. Put like another 10 in there. We won't need that many, but that's fine. 9. That's a perfectly good number. Are we bringing some medicine? Yeah, we got plenty of medicine. We are bringing the bedrolls, although we have less than we need. Okay, send that. It's 4 days worth of food. It'll be fine. I say that. Put some more things in there. So, really, this is all the packaged survival meals I have. Are you sure about that? Because I really feel I have more than that. Okay, just put, like, a few simple meals in there. They'll go bad quickly, and I'm going to get a pop-up about that, but that's fine. Oh, never mind. I didn't even get a pop-up. Okay. Death Squad, move out with the yaks. Move out with a couple of yaks, and we're going to see how this goes. This colony will collapse soon. It's going to be very entertaining to watch, I hope. It won't be as entertaining to play, because I really liked this colony. This was a good colony. Kirk's confused. That's Tuesday. Kirk, you may survive us all. You were so slow you didn't even get to the cube. Like, oh wow, what's this cube thing that everyone's into? I'm going to go check out the cube. But it took you like 3 weeks to get there. And in that time, I had jettisoned the cube onto somebody else. And made that somebody else's problem. Like, Josephine, I see you changed your hat. Do you not want a beret like Sissy? Berets are the best hats. I mean, you think it's going to be a bowler hat. You're like, bowler hat, John Steed, Avengers. No, not the Marvel one, the original Avengers. And then you're like, wait, no, beret. Beret is actually the perfect hat. Kaylina, about to collapse at any moment. About to collapse. We're still doing Toxic Fog, right? Yeah, Toxic Fog. It's very green out here, Dave. It's super green. Yeah, this could last a very, very long time. Oh, we got a new cow. Okay, the cows and Kirk. Maybe this has been Kirk's long-term plan. Just to pretend to be slow and incoherent, and then somehow you survive everyone with a bunch of cows. Cow farmer Kirk is how this colony ends. Everyone will be dead or in a cube coma. And Kirk's just wandering around. And then he'll suddenly snap out and be like, ha! I wasn't slow at all. Actually, I'm lightning fast. Potatoes have died. That's fine. Major break risk. That'll be, yeah, that'll be Whitehead. Whitehead, it's because you took your burqa off. Why should you take your burqa off? Don't take burqas off. You love burqas. You're like wicked into burqas. Distress signal. I'm going to have to come back to that. Can we make a couple of burqas for Whitehead here? She loves the burqas here. I don't know. Make several. We can always sell them to people if we don't. What? Okay. Kaylina is about to go down. Distress signal. Okay, this is... Yeah, we're not going to worry about this. We're just going to close that out. I do not have time for that. Yeah, there we go. Yep. Kaylina's in a cube coma. Okie doke. Voltstron. Where is Kaylina these days? Yeah, Voltstron, could you just take a break from cooking and go rescue Kaylina, please? Yeah, that's one down. And somebody get that club out of there. It's kind of kicking the door open. Hey, Jonesy, could you get the club? Just haul that literally anywhere but where it is right now. Thank you. Okay, so she'll remain in a coma until the Golden Cube psychic link is completely dissipated. Is that a time frame? You telling me you're going to snap out of that at some point? Cube coma 4 days. Uh-huh. So in 4 days you're going to snap out of it, but you're still going to be cube obsessed? Have they changed the cube rules? Are there new cube rules that I'm not aware of? Because the last time I did this, I had to kill somebody. They were in a cube coma for, I believe, 2 years. And then I finally just decided to kill them because they were annoying me. Yeah, oh, great. Mila's cube obsessed. Great. Mila, if you could get through this quest first, that'd be great. Where are you guys? Wait, Mila, why are you here? Why aren't you going on the quest? Or the thing? Why are you building a sculpture? What are you doing? Why are we not doing our... Why are we... Okay, are we waiting on yaks? What is everyone doing? Why are we not going on the thing? Mila, stop making a sculpture. That's stupid. I'm gonna go deal with the mech issue. Sissy, why are you hanging out with the prisoners? Don't learn things from them. Oh, okay. So Mila had to go through her little freak out there with the structure, and then we're good to go. Okay. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. Leave it right there. Kaylina will love it. Okay? The seductive cube. Kaylina will love it. Hopefully that's not going to make Skade cube obsessed. It won't. But, you know, I'm just sure this colony is going to go down. Josephine's trying to convert Voltstron. That's a terrible idea. Mila's caravan is off and running. That's good. Hopefully we can just get through that without Mila going down. I mean, I haven't hit Mila's going to go down yet like we did with Kaylina, so I think it's going to be okay. Have we made any more chem fuel? That's about the best I've got to hope on right now. There's a very large part of me that says we just leave behind the cube obsessed. Take Scathe, paralyzed though she is, but at least a vampire. The shuttle's here for Poppy and Engie. Alright, so go over here. Poppy and Engie, first of all, you're allowed to go wherever you want now. So you can go in unrestricted. Thank you. So if you could get in the shuttle, and if you can get in the shuttle, don't even really remember why we did this quest. I often don't. Really? That's as close as you could park the thing? That's as close as you could get. Yes, I know there's a thing I could put down to tell them where to park the shuttle. Yes, I am aware of that. I just don't. I just think this is funnier. That's the whole point here. That's funnier. This is as close as they could get. This is the closest parking spot they could get was over there. Who's around that can talk to people? Anyone at all? Not really. Tweak, can you hold a basic conversation? Yeah, broadly. When these guys get a little closer, we'll have you go have a chit-chat with them. Because they might have something good. They're war merchants. They probably have war stuff. Yeah, they're very sensibly going to come right in. I would too. Toxic fallout, freezing cold, all that kind of stuff. So let's just go see what they got. I don't think I really have a lot to sell. Tweak can't talk. Of course you can't. What have you got? Nothing. You have really nothing at all that I want. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Nope. Okay, well, thanks for coming by, guys. I will sell you... You can have these Molotovs. I should have taken the EMP grenades. That would have been a wicked smart thing to do. You can have the head wrap. We've had it so long, it's actually deteriorating. That quest just never worked out. That was a misclick. I never meant to click that. What else? You want some drugs? And some more drugs? Okay, I'll just take a bit of money off you, more than anything. You can have the insect jelly. That's fine. 406 back to me. I don't really want to buy a boom rat. Nobody does. Okay, that's fine. Thanks for coming by, guys. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Okay, I have fewer pop-ups, but one of the reasons I have fewer pop-ups and alerts over there is because Kalina is down. Yeah, I just want to see... 4 days, you're saying, on a cube coma. I feel you're just going to go up and down and up and down. Like, you're going to get up and fall over and get up and fall. You're going to be Kirk 2.0. You're going to just give me another Kirk. Where's the team? Okay, they are making very, very good progress. Yep, they will be over there momentarily. I should have taken the EMP grenades, but I've got that royal permission. I can summon in some speed bumps, some disposable heroes to deal with my problems. Okay, next on the list is Scathe is no longer inspired. I'm not either. Tweak's cube withdrawal is worse than great. Tweak will be the next to go down. Oh, just for having the conversation, how many cube people do I have? So obviously we've got Kalina. You, all right, there's 2. And we know about Mila. Josephine, no. Volstron, no. I got to get you a nose at some point. I'm going to work on that, kid. Kirk, no. Never got a chance to even look at the cube. But we're over at the thing. Okay, pop over here. Let's see what's going on. All right, there's the thing. And what are you? You are a mech birther. Ooh, these guys are hard tanks. Nobody likes a centipede. Glad I've got some disposable here. Where are we? We're over here. And there's no cover. This is just march in and start shooting. Okay, come over here. The Mila's abilities will help with that centipede. Because they've only really got the gun, the needle gun, which hits like a brick. But still, a needle gun nonetheless. Come over here. They're asleep right now, which is really handy. So go over here, and over here, and over here, until we get vaguely within range. All right, when do you guys think you might want to start shooting things? Or are you nice enough that you don't want to shoot a sleeping mech? All right, do that. What's the range on this thing? Giant. Ginormous. How about we do this? How about we just summon the disposable heroes here? So put a trooper squad smack in the middle of that. And then start moving up. Okay, start moving up. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, somebody needs to shoot something to get this party started. Could you just shoot that? Thank you. Just shoot that. There we go. Okay, everybody's up. Everybody's up and at 'em. Okay, up and at 'em. Mila, here's what you're going to do. You're going to long jump here and deal with the turret. That's going to be your primary focus. So long jump, and then, okay, many things. Whitehead's dead. Whitehead's dead. Okay, fine. Deal with one thing at a time. Way to go there, guys. Way to go there, Royals. Yep, good training in the Royal Army there. Yep, all right, just hit this thing, Mila. The rest of you... Wicked sorry, Whitehead. Is that you? Wow, they just blew your head clean off, didn't they? Blew your head clean off. Yeah, your heart's been destroyed. It technically says your head is still here. I don't believe it. Oh, also, we'll have your gun. I don't believe it. So, guys, why don't we... I was going to say back off, but let's not. Oh, wow, we're just getting destroyed here. Mila's already dealt with the turret. Good. Why don't you do piercing spine on this thing and then hit it like a bunch. Okay, just keep hitting it. Those things are useless at short range. Useless. Hang on. All right, hang on. I got things to do here. Okay. These guys have shown up. Apparently, we missed the slaughtering of the flesh. I think it's happening right now, game. Pretty sure that's happening right now. The heir has been lost. Yeah, Whitehead is no longer the heir of things. Whitehead is dead, and we should bury Whitehead. Okay, all of those things make a certain logical sense. You're not wrong there. Jonesy, how banged up are you? Dead in 13 hours. I can cope with that. I can work on that. How are you doing, more importantly? No, that's a stump. How are you doing? Wow, these things are just tanks. Mila's in with the laser. The laser is doing great against these things. And if they want to just keep focusing... Oh, they've made another mech. They've made another mech down there. Wow, it takes days to take these things down. Look at this. It just takes days to take them down. We're going to be here for hours trying to shoot this thing. I may have to edit this out and come back when we're done. This is insane. Look at that. That's ridiculous. I shouldn't have to scroll to see all your injuries. Okay, keep shooting. The disposable heroes are finally kind of doing their job. And we've dealt with that one too. Okay, the area is now safe. Is it really? Is it? Is it really? We gotta take down the thing, though. So, somebody shoot this, probably. Actually, do we need to? We probably do need to. You know what? That's probably a good idea. Let's take care of first things first. So, Jonesy, we're just gonna slap something down right there for you. Make that a medical bed. Jonesy, you're off duty. Go rest until healed. Do I actually have any doctors here? Jonesy, great. Self-tend yourself, kid. Actually, can you just, prioritize tending to yourself, please. The yak is way over there somewhere. You guys are off duty. You're off duty temporarily. And what I need is to deconstruct parts of this so we can get a nice clear shot without blowing ourselves up. That's the goal there. And we'll have that eventually, Sorry, Whitehead. Really sorry about that. And you're already decomposing because, toxic buildup and waste and whatnot. Mila's going to take a bit of a nap. Mila, are you in danger? No immediate danger. It says it right there. No immediate danger. Doesn't mean there might be danger later. There certainly might be danger later. Sorry, that's Lisa, not Mila. Mila's probably fine. What are you doing? You're tending to Lisa. Okay, that's probably smart. That's probably a good thing to do. Wicked sorry, Whitehead. He just got immediately one-shotted. That was just well, I hesitate to say shot through the heart, because then I got to go down the Bon Jovi route, don't I? Hang on, I got to go deal with the obelisk. Swing over here if we could. Who's over here who still does talking people down? Not Scathe. Tweak. Tweak, apparently you're now the leader of this colony. So let's put you on whatever it is the thing that I wanted to do. And then go talk this thing down off the ledge. And is the shuttle full? Where did we park the shuttle? Are you guys in here? Okay, get them out of here. We've done a quest. Yay. That actually might have been... Yeah, that was for Goodwill. Okay. Go back to Team B here. And we're going to... Oh, Jonesy's down. Jonesy didn't quite make it. There. Mila, could you actually just tend to... Hang on, I'll put... Come here. You're sleeping. Oh, you've already dealt with yourself. Oh, good. Okay, great, good. Just have a nap then, kid. You're fine. Just have a nap. That's a perfectly acceptable response to this. Just have a bit of a snooze. Colonists need rescue. Whom? I've got a lot of them. Which one? Mila's down. Okay. Sissy, you seem to be fine. Largely. Could you, we'll set up another Who's He McWhat's It here. So how about another sleeping spot right there? And we'll also make that a medical bed. Sissy, where'd you go? Yeah, you're having a nap. That's not really very valuable. Could you go over here and rescue Mila and also allow the medicine and the warhammer so we don't leave without it? This is fine. Remember when I predicted that this colony is going to go down in flames? This is the beginning. This is how it begins. We're going to get home. Everyone's going to be in a cube coma. Whitehead is already dead. Whitehead was an incredibly important member of this colony. And this is how it begins. I want to be very clear about that. So, Mila's down again. Sissy, could you not rescue Mila, please? Rescue Mila. I asked you to do that, and then you didn't. So, if you could do that... Hey, Lisa, how are you doing? Again, no immediate danger. Sissy, do you have... I know this is a difficult question, Sissy. Are you a doctor? No. Not even in the vaguest sense of the word. I need Jonesy to get up again. You're consuming kibble. Why? Like, we have food. There's food on the yaks. We brought food. But could you not, actually? Could you attend to Lisa, please? All right, there's some medicine on the way. Just grab it right off the ground there. There's some... Yeah, grab that right there and tend to Lisa. Mila, how are you looking? You're not going to die. That's literally your jam. But you do need some tending. Sooner you're tended, the sooner we can get back up and running and get back home, he says optimistically. But we still... Tweak's having dark visions. You should. I would too, Tweak. That's great. Did you actually get the obelisk done, though? Have you talked it down? Yeah, you've talked it down. You're not going to go where I want you to go, but why don't you go back and run away when you're comfortable doing that? And sorry, I got to get back to the other crew here. All right, so Mila, Lisa, all being tended to. Jonesy, what are you doing now? You're feeding Lisa. Okay, the friendlies are leaving. Yeah, great help there, guys. Great help. I was kind of trying to summon you so I didn't lose somebody. Well, I suppose I could argue that summoning them, at least I didn't lose everybody. Everybody. Coulda, woulda, shoulda, really. Could have set some sandbags up. Could have brought some materials, set some sandbags. Just a little bit of cloth would have done that job. Could have maybe taken cover down here. That might have helped. And then summoned them in. But we needed to get that first shot in anyway to wake these guys up. Has everyone... Yeah, Tweak, I know about your dark visions. Yeah, I know. Okay. Whoa, all the things. Okay, yes. All the things. Okay, so we're going to get the infinite Mila thing. Are you... Okay, you've not been tended to. Jonesy, you are tending to Mila. Right, so yes, thank you. Just one would be fine. Just one would be fine. The problem is she's out in the sun. I could move her. I could move her inside. Hang on. I own this. Hang on. I own these things here. I own all of that. All right. No, just try and get through it. Just try and get through it right now, Dave. You're not panicking because you never panic because you're a genius. Hashtag geniusosity. But, I mean, to an outsider, it would seem like you are panicking. To an outsider, it would seem like you are panicking, but you're not. You're doing just fine. Everything is just fine right now. Okay, so the problem we had the last time we went through something like this is people were so injured that we couldn't get home. Are we in that situation again? So you have been tended to. You, although you're out in the sun, you still got one more wound there. Jonesy, okay, you're still working on the Mila thing. Sissy's just sound asleep. Sissy's just sleeping through this whole thing. Sissy can't do any doctoring, but both Sissy and Jonesy are fine. So this should not be like the last time where people died on the way home because we just didn't have the team together. Jonesy is doing good, and Sissy can move things around. Yes, I know. Yes, Mila. Yeah, absolutely. Yep, that's a problem. Again, game, just one of those. Just one of those would be fine. Just the one would be fine. Jonesy, are you finally dealing with this? Yeah, sorry about all the beeping. I'm sure that's beeping a lot. I don't actually hear it. I have this muted in my headphones. But that's probably vaguely annoying. If I remember, I might try and turn that down when I go to edit this. Okay. Many of these problems have been dealt with. Should we just try and leave? Jonesy's fallen over. And there's Ambrosia. Oh, good. We'll look forward to that. Jonesy's fallen over. Could we just kind of get everyone home? Who's starving? Mila. Cool. Jonesy. Actually, Sissy, you're vaguely awake. Hang on. You're not assigned to doctoring. You will be. Congratulations, kid. You're a doctor. Could you please feed Mila? Thank you. Where were you? Why were you all the way up here? That seems like a silly place for you to be. We still need to get this thing destroyed. Okay, you're feeding Mila some kibble. I'm sure she appreciates that. Great, thanks, kid. Could you also, not assigned to constructing, you will be. So, congratulations, you're also a builder. You're a doctor and a builder. So, deconstruct that sandstone wall. Actually, just open the door. Can you just, hang on, Sissy, come here. Just open the door. We're going to do this the simple way. Okay, because it's only basically you left at this point. Can you come here and here? Oh, no, sorry, keep the door open. Sorry, keep the door open, please. Go back here. Yup, come back here. You're going to love this because it's shooting. You're gonna think this is awesome. Shoot that thing. Wow. Just spray and pray there, Sissy. Just spray and pray. Have you hit it at all? A tiny little bit. Okay, go back to the A-team here. And by A-team, I mean the team that begins the alphabet, not actually the superior team. Wait, caravan detected. Okay, so more mechs are coming. More mechs are coming. Neat. What's... Okay, raid arriving in 3 days. Thank you. I've got a lot of info up here. 3 days, 9 hours. I believe we will be out of here by then. All right. Maybe. I think it's going to take Sissy a couple of days to get this thing down. At least. Jonesy, are you awake? You're stargazing. That's terrible. Could you come down here and shoot this thing, please? No, don't try to arrest her. It's a terrible idea. Just go stand in front of the 10-year-old with the rifle, and then also shoot this thing, if you could. So shoot that. You actually won't shoot Jonesy. It's a mechanic thing. That'll get this down slightly faster. Okay, 41, 36. Yeah, I probably don't have to count the entire thing. We shot the wall down. That's fun. Kirk's confused. Yeah. That's, again, not really any news I need to... I don't need to know about most of these things here, game. I don't need to know about virtually all of these. The wall... There we go. Okay. With all of that done, let's get out of here. Reform the caravan. Okay? Reform it. Go back home. Okay? Thank you. Obviously all of them. Now, what do we got here? Take the component. Take the steel. I've got yaks. I may as well be taking this stuff. Plasteel? Sure. Dead Militor? Yeah, I don't really think I can get away with the centipede. That's... Actually, could I? Could I technically... No, that's a little... I don't want to slow us down. Take the Militor. Obviously, take the weapons. And where... This is awkward. Where is Whitehead? Where is Whitehead? Where's Whitehead's corpse? Oh, people are going to be wicked bummed out if we don't bring home... He's not a travel supply, is he? Please don't say he's a travel supply. And I guess we had some more kibble kicking around. Where is Whitehead's corpse? Okay, cancel that for a sec. Go back in. Are we somehow not allowing him? That's what he's allowed. Just for doing that. Just do that again. Try that one more time. So, no, that's not what you want to do at all. So, let's try this one more time. So, reform the caravan. Yeah. Go home. Yeah. Sissy, Mila, Jonesy, Lisa, and the Yaks. Sounds like a great band name. And all of this stuff. Where am I looking right at it? Usually I am. There he is. Whitehead. Okay, put Whitehead in there. People are going to be wicked bummed if we don't bring Whitehead home. And the Militor. Kind of pushing it on weight now that I lumped the corpse in there. So maybe we just leave that as is. And I got to bring the weapons, though. We can't leave the Zeus hammer there. That should be fine. And then whatever that kibble was there. Okay, send that off. This is how it begins. I just want you to all be aware of that. This is how it begins. Cube comas, Whitehead's down. That floor is not done. I mean, this is where it all goes to heck. The floor is not done. There's a perfectly good piece of floor that's not getting done there. I'm not even going to try and click through all of that. We got rid of the thing, so we're not being psychically suppressed anymore. That's neat. That's fun, but everyone is either going down or dead. Whitehead was really valuable to this colony. It did free up a bed, though. Hey, Josephine, you know how you needed a bed? Here you go, kid. You can have this one. No, he's not coming back. Okay, she's not coming back. Josephine, I don't know. I don't bother with that in RimWorld. I was gender neutral before it was cool. Guys, that's probably an excellent place to call it on RimWorld for today. Do please keep the comments coming in. Let me know what you're thinking of this. And hey, if you enjoyed the video, do please leave a like down below. It does cheer me up no end when people do that. And if you're new to the channel, maybe just checking it out for the first time, feel free to hit that subscribe button. See more of this ridiculous nonsense. Until then, I'm Dave. Thank you, as always, for joining me in the wee hours. We'll see you next time. Citizens Dropgo, everything is under control. This is not a fire. This is not a fire. This is an aggressive urban redevelopment program. Increase the boa constrictor education rating. Big snake, keep away. Are you all smarter now? Oh, you have a migraine or a rattlesnake bite. Well, this is wicked simple, Linda. Have you been bitten by a snake? If the answer is no, then it's a migraine. No, I'm waving, though.
Oh, I'm waving. Now. That's exciting.
I'm waving very frantically.
How are you doing that?
Now,
How are you doing that?
I can't with this.
Oh.
I can't.
This is it. Right. Goodbye, everybody. Thank you.
Okay. Well, thanks for tuning in.